Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Mystic Inspirations. My name is Leanne, and I'm going to be uh, bringing you your psychic and tarot reading for the month of August 2016. As you can see, I've already thrown some stones here for you. I have a few messages coming through. I feel like there are some of you out there that are dealing with a crooked spine. Um, there's some healing that needs to happen with that, and I feel like uh, half of you that are dealing with this, which is actually a pretty small percentage of you, but part of you are dealing with this because of a past life karmic type lesson, and the other half, you literally just need to be more grounded. Okay? Um, I also see that there's some healing happening between your throat chakra, which is, pretty much what you say, what you speak about, and how your throat feels. There's some healing happening there. So, it's very possible that you've been dealing with some throat issues, strep throat, things like that. Maybe even laryngitis, things like that. That's that's on the mend right now. But while that's mending, I see that there's some mixing up of some intuitive messages, and maybe you're not able to see things as clearly as what you're wanting to. But that's also going to be healed soon. Um, I see that there's a bit of a disconnect with spirit, that possibly maybe you're not quite sure what your beliefs are anymore. Um, and and again, grounding will definitely help with that. But I feel like you're sort of it's at the bottom of your list of things to do. Um, I also see that some of you are having to sleep on your side for some reason. I don't know why that's coming through, but for those of you who that resonates with, you'll know who you are and why that is. So again, some healing needs to happen around the crown chakra and your intuition, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon, and you do have active healing around your throat chakra, so that's good. Know that these obstacles that are being dealt with right now, um, they seem very physical, and I'm not trying to downplay anybody's um, you know thing that they're going through. But these physical manifestations are actually because of a spiritual lack. Okay, um, it's similar to, if you get stressed out, you can actually physically get sick because technically it's, your immune system gets drained, and then you're more susceptible to this, that, and the other. It's in sort of in that same circle. Um, your lack of spiritual either commitment or acknowledgement or continual practice, or whatever's keeping you from your spiritual side, from accepting that, whatever that is. And it might be because it's different from what most people believe or are, or it's sort of not the norm for how you were raised. But it is that lack, that distance, that is actually manifesting into physical ailments. Again, I see like a multiple sclerosis type, like very crooked spine, very uncomfortable. Um, not necessarily MS, but incredibly crooked. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So Aquarius, I'm gonna go ahead and clear these stones. A lot of times, the message that I relay intuitively with the help of the stones, sometimes, it'll come back in through the cards. Now, for those of you that have subscribed and liked and shared, great big thank you for all of that. This has been a really lovely experience for me. I'm definitely new to YouTube. For those of you who are just the first time popping in, thank you, welcome. I hope you enjoy. I hope this gives you some guidance. I do want to relay that this is a general reading. There are many things that may not resonate with you. If you would like, you can check out your rising sign, your moon sign. It may give you a more clear picture. And of course, if you would like a personal reading that is just for you, you can always check out my website at mysticinspirations.com. Okay, Aquarius, let's get you rolling. So I'm going to lay a card for representing each week of the month. So we're going to do 4 cards. Although we are a week in, I do know that. There's been a delay. Apologize for that. What's going to help you, what will hinder, and what will challenge you for this month. And then, of course, underneath it all, I do always like to take a peek at the bottom of the cut deck. So we'll start with this card. We have the Page of Swords. And, the Page of Swords speaks to a message. It is a sometimes a younger person that, I guess for lack of better terms, kind of spouts off at the mouth. Okay, this could be. I always get the phrase mouthy when I see this card. This is that kid that and I say kid, it could just be somebody younger than you, but this is somebody in your life that sort of speaks before they think about it, or they get information and they just blab it right out. They have this, there's no filter here, right? And they don't even sometimes realize that they're, you know, saying something that's uncouth or hurtful, or the social cues go completely out the window, and it's like, oh, geez, you just said that, okay. So the this energy is going to be threading through the month of August for you, Aquarius. Now, this is an air sign, so that's you, right? That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be somebody who holds that air sign as well for Sun, Moon, or Rising, or this could just be an energy, that's sort of with you. This could be somebody that is close to you, that is on your mind throughout the month. This is also speaking to messages, okay? The Page of Swords, air being a communication sign, this is thoughts, words, emails, text messages, internet. This is maybe somebody who is, bringing you a message. And swords, they're double-sided, right? Truth is, wonderful and great, but sometimes truth hurts. So this could be, kind of an impetuous, sort of jumps right in type of message, or this could be, it may not always be truthful. It may just be somebody overheard, bits and pieces, and now you get to sort of try to figure out and filter out what is true and what isn't. So, take this Page of Swords with a grain of salt. But they do bring messages. There's always a grain of truth to it. So, let's get on to our weeks here. And of course, um, these are energies, and energies flow, right? So some of this stuff has happened already, and some of this stuff is going to linger into, the weeks after. So we're starting off the month with the King of Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy. This is, this is the energy of somebody who is thoughtful, who has planned, who is reliable, sturdy, stable, abundant. this is the businessman type energy. This is Aquarius. This is your could be your boss, could be could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But I'm trying to read energies since this is just a general reading rather than assign people to some of these courts. So at the beginning of the month, you might have really sort of um, I guess the phrase coming to mind is your checks come in. Okay, so you might be sort of sitting high on your throne. You might have received something, and maybe news of some financial endeavor or a financial windfall. Not necessarily windfall, but like maybe unexpected money, um, or maybe expected money. This could also be because the king has a planner, right? So um, this is something that has been kind of put in the works for a while. So this could be interest off of an investment. Maybe you're getting that this beginning of the month. So nice, abundant energy. Okay, this is also health and family and home. So this could be upgrading to a new home. This could be in health concerns, this could be going more organic, eating more fruits and vegetables. This is a very well balanced, well rounded. He's got the purple and the green and the yellow and the red, so he's very balanced in all of the colors for sure, right? Fashionable. But in all seriousness, health wise, this could be really just sort of making some changes and being on top of your game. One of the things the King of Pentacles is known for is that he, and I say he just because it's king, but there's no gender specified with these court cards. But the King of Pentacles knows that they are 100% in control of their health, their finances, their surroundings, and they not only control what they have and what is around them, they make sure that what they want, like they have it, they get it. So if you're wanting that, nice home or the, luxury car or, the better health and fitness, like that's at your disposal, okay? It is under your control. Um, you control your environment. That's the message. Okay, so this week, just know that you have a hand in things. So, moving on, Aquarius, second week or thereabouts, we have the Chariot, Major Arcana. This is about pushing through and overcoming obstacles. Okay, so this is also the sign of Cancer, usually rules this card. So there might be a water sign that is important to you or in your life, or a person that is a water sign, sun, moon, or rising. This also indicates travel. This indicates vehicles. This indicates this is sort of the ultimate victory card. Okay, there's a few victory cards in the deck. I see two of them here. This is Major Arcana. This is victory in life happenings. Okay, Major Arcana isn't your everyday, you know, sort of. This isn't a push through the grocery store obstacle. This is push through life changing obstacles. Okay, so you're going to push through and you're going to be successful. The second week is starting off full board ahead. Okay, these horses depicted in this card, I don't know if you can see them clearly. I always seem to get a glare no matter how hard I try. But just know that this is it's a fast moving energy and it's a forward moving energy. Um, a little caveat to this, if you're experiencing sort of the negative side of this card or the more challenging side of this card, um, you might be finding that um, you have obstacles, right, that you have to push through. Nobody really wants to hear that, but guess what? That's how life is, right? We have obstacles. We have deadlines to meet at work. We have, school supplies to purchase for school. We have, registrations to do that we didn't register for, things like that. But the chariot also, since it's, definitely a moving sort of vehicle, it also speaks to, keeping your vehicle in check. Make sure your tires are full. Make sure, you've gotten your oil checked and you've got enough water in your radiator, whatever, air conditioning and freon and all that kind of stuff. Things that things that would go under just normal everyday stuff. I feel like I'm getting a message that it's important to keep that stuff in check, because you might get distracted with the swift moving energy happening. And it's interesting to see we have, another sliver moon here, and that's what we're in right now. We're in the first crescent of the new moon. So nice energy here for you, Aquarius. Again, this this is pretty fast moving energy, and it may have something to do with this message. Somebody might be bringing you a message that somebody's coming into town to visit, or you might be letting somebody else know that you're going to visit them. And it's not just next door, right? It's a ways away. It's traveling. So, could be that as well. Third week or mid-month, or thereabouts, we have the Wheel of the Year. Now, in some decks, this is called the Wheel of Fortune, and some it's just the Wheel. This speaks to timing. This speaks to seasons. This speaks to change. This is the new beginning and the ending. Okay, so wherever you're at, Aquarius, if you have been sort of down on your luck, just know that this wheel is turning in perfect timing for your ships to come in, so to speak. It's your turn at the wheel, right? And again, with wheel, we're associating this with could possibly with the chariot. Somebody's in the driver's seat. Again, I feel like vehicles are important. Maybe it's your time to get a new vehicle. Maybe it's yeah. I feel like for some of you there's a change. You're changing in your mode of transportation. But again, with seasons, with timing, this speaks to nothing stays the same. Okay, so if you've been high on your horse, um, that wheel is changing. That you might be having to come into the underside. But honestly, I'm looking at this lineup here. Um, we have the ultimate victory card from the major arcana. The chariot is always successful. This is victory. Excuse me. And then following the wheel, which is very good fortune on your side, sort of luck has your back type of thing. Um, we come to the end of the month with the Six of Wands. This is another victory card. This is receiving accolades. This is, you know, this is ringing the wreath. Okay, this is victory. This is conquering. This is a passionate endeavor that you have completed. This is getting respect and noticed from others in your line of work. This is possibly being in the spotlight for a minute or two. This is being acknowledged for what you do and how you do it. So again, we've got two victory cards surrounding this wheel of fortune. So and we're starting off the month with the King of Pentacles, and he's very abundant. So it sounds like, Aquarius, you've got a pretty fortunate month ahead of you, which is really wonderful. Um, and perhaps it has to do with this news. Okay, maybe you got some intel. It may not have been on purpose. It may have been, maybe it was one of those, slip of the tongues. Like you overheard somebody say something, and then all of a sudden it's like, yep, that's it. And because of that, you were able to, push forward. Like it's that information that I feel like something finally clicked. And then you can move forward. And it's, pushing through and it's having that success, right? This is also, I feel like this energy, this success, whatever this is going through to, whenever I see this wreath, I always feel like Christmas, right? And I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, but for those of you who do, you know it's a holiday, and that's what it reminds me of. So perhaps through to the end of the year, you've got some really successful energy happening. You've got passionate projects that are being acknowledged, and coworkers that are sort of looking up to you. You're getting your accolades, and that's wonderful. And again, with timing. So this is going to sort of last a while. This energy. It's not just for the month of August. I feel like this is actually lasting a lot longer. It's actually going to go through a few seasons. So let's look at what's going to help you get through this month. Aquarius, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this speaks to decisions. This speaks to using intuition. Again, we have the crescent moon here. Um, very intuitive. This is holding information close to your chest. Maybe you got some information, and it's the right information, and you're going to hold it to your chest, close to your chest. You're not really wanting to share that with anybody. Um, Sometimes this can speak to not making a decision. I will tell you that not making a decision is a decision. There's a small percentage of you that are sort of holding back on making a decision. Use your intuition and go for it. Um, this also speaks to not having enough information and um, coming as a help to you. That might just be, like maybe you're getting some information. It's not enough to actually be the complete picture. Having this as a help to you means that your intuition is going to steer you in the right direction. Okay? Don't be afraid of that. This is coming as a help to you. Decide to listen to your intuition. Okay? I know you've had some trouble with that, according to the um, intuitive message I had at the beginning of the reading, but um, use your intuition. Sit in your quiet space. See how she's still and quiet, and she's quieted her mind. She's closed her eyes, okay? And she's just using maybe her dreams, maybe her messages in her quiet time is going to bring her the answer. Um, this also can speak to um, not making a decision because you're just not seeing what's there. You're not seeing the information. Okay, so that is also um, coming as a help to you. Whatever this is, it's going to help you. Whichever side of this card that you're on, the more positive aspects or the more discouraging and challenging aspects, know that that's coming to you as a help. But definitely um, sit in your intuition. Feel what it is you need to be doing. Okay? Because what's going to hinder your progress forward this month, and you've got a beautiful month and then some, what's going to hinder it looks like you have an emotional partnership or relationship. It's a blessed partnership, but perhaps partnership is not what you're needing for this. Maybe this is something you need to do on your own. Okay, maybe this is something that uh, this is just for you. Okay, Aquarius, because um, it's showing that this partnership, even though it's a loving partnership, even though it's a caring partnership, doesn't have to be intimate, but this coupling, uh, that's not what it's all about. That's actually going to hinder you. Okay, so for those of you who are doing something, in a business sense, maybe your significant other, maybe your parent, maybe your sister, brother, child, somebody you love, somebody who, is your, sort of your heart, right? Um, your godchild, your niece, your nephew. They love you, but they're going to possibly maybe give you emotions that are going to steer you in the wrong direction, okay? Because with this coming up as a hindrance, um, this partnership, it's not the partnership that's the hindrance. It's the message that you get from them, okay? Because I feel very strongly that whatever this success is for you, Aquarius, it's for you and you alone, okay? That's it. And then your challenge is going to be the Five of Wands, and this makes total sense. This could definitely be, this is petty arguments. This is day-to-day bullshit. Okay, this is listening to, just all the crap that people come up with to grump about. Okay, and so this is your challenge, is A, to stay out of that, and B, to let that influence um, your help, your decision making process. Because really, I feel like maybe the hindrance, the arguing might be with your significant other. It might be with somebody who's really very close to you. Um, Maybe somebody who's living with you. Maybe it's a neighbor that, you've known for like your whole entire life, and all of a sudden, they're like, well, you're not going to do that to your yard because blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, shit just gets blown out of control. And, all of a sudden you're no longer in tune with where you need to be, because it's not going to help your goals at all. Okay? So, Aquarius, just be mindful of the fact that your challenge this month is, these petty arguments. Um, the best thing you can do, even if it's true, is just stay away. Sometimes the best thing you can do is keep your mouth shut. I'm an air sign. Clearly, I love to talk. Um, the term know-it-all, yes, I've heard that before. Sometimes we just don't need to say everything that we know. Just because we know something is true or something is false doesn't mean we have to call them out on it, right? Somebody says something and you're sitting there like, I know damn well that is not the truth. Okay, yes, you know that it's not the truth, but is it worth opening up a can of worms and disturbing, family dinner, or, somebody, Lucy's recital? You know what I mean? Like, do you have to engage in that just to be right? I don't think you do, and I think it's really going to be the best for you not to. But this coming up as a challenge, there may be some, since we've got obstacles to go through, and this is related to the sign of Cancer, um, it might be worth you taking a look at the video for Cancer. Um, I feel like there might be a message in there for you, and not for everybody. Um, but it might sort of tie things together for you. So again, the challenge is these petty arguments at work, over the water cooler, people just gossiping and all that crap. And really, when you have these little arguments, even if you just overhear them, you tend to go home and you think, yeah, now I'm gonna be thinking about that stuff all night long. Like it's gonna bother you. It's gonna sit with you. It's gonna stick with you. So try your best, Aquarius, to sort of um, stay away from that kind of thing. And if somebody tries to engage, um, and you kind of lose it, and you have the argument, well, then you had the argument, right? There's not much you can do about that. But you can start another day, right? Wheels turning. You can start over again. Next time you can be like, you know what? I'm just not going to engage in that. Someone comes up and says, hey, Mary was fooling around with Trevor. Just be like, you know what? I can't talk about that. Like, I'm not going to get into that. Or whatever. Whatever the case is. It's not going to be conducive to your success. Okay? So, Aquarius, I hope that this has helped you sort of feel out and navigate what August is going to bring to you. It looks like you've got some great success coming, not only for the month of August, but throughout the rest of the year. Again, if you'd like a video recording or a reading via Skype or phone call or email, you can check my pricing out at mysticinspirations.com. I've got some great specials going on right now. Until next time, please take care.